You are listening to the Invitation Church podcast. To learn more about Invitation Church, visit us online at invitation605.com. You can also download our app on iTunes and Google Play by searching for Invitation 605.
Wonderful. And one of the wonderful things is his family. So Nathalie is part of our family now, Dr. Nathalie. They met in medical school. I think you'll hear a little bit about that. William was with us during the earthquake in 2010. And so his medical school collapsed. And so if he would have been where he should have been in medical school, he probably wouldn't be with us today. But he was with our team on Laganov, and then he had this idea, well, let's just go to the Dominican Republic. Sure, so why not? You don't speak Spanish, so he started medical school without speaking the language that was being taught in. And so both Nathalie and William are amazing people. We're grateful to have them part of our family, and especially their new additions, Nathan and Hope, had made our family bigger. So we're grateful that they're able to spend some time with us. Dakota News Now did a really nice piece at 5:30. They're going to do another piece at 9 and 10 o'clock. So if you have a chance to make sure you watch that, because they've done a really nice job with that. So you don't want to listen to me. You want to listen to Nathalie and William, and they have some really, I think, great perspective. And Dave's just going to have a conversation with them. And so Nathalie, William, come on up, and I'll take Hope.
Yeah, please welcome them. Thank you. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, 2 stools, 1 microphone. This is just a treat. We're just really excited to have you here. Wondering, just as we kind of set the scene for what's happening in Haiti and also your connection there, maybe if you guys would just start by just talking a little bit about your background and how you met and family and some of those things. You don't share too many personal details, but it'd be fun to just for us to know in this community, your family is a big deal to us. And so we pray for you often, we think of you often, and we would just love to be connected in that way. So if you'd be willing to share whatever it is that you'd like to share about that, we'd be grateful.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. We are very happy, especially me, to be here. And we are very grateful for this church also, for all you have already done for Haiti Alive. William and I, we met at medical school in Dominican Republic. I was the new one in the university, and William was kind of leader in the university. So during a meeting, I just talked to him, and we got friends, and everything goes after. So we got married in 2018, and we got 2 kids, and we are both physicians, and we're working on Lagonav, and after that I moved to Saint-Marc, my city where I was born, and I was working in Saint-Marc, and William keep working in Lagonav with the people of the island of Lagonav.
Maybe there is good afternoon. I'm very happy to be back, and maybe there is another part of the story Nathalie doesn't know. When I saw her for the first time, there is a board at the school. When we go to the internship, they make a board of 4 people. 3 of them were Dominican citizen, and only me as an Asian. And I saw Nathalie for the first time. Dr. Gregory, a friend, and I said, who is that girl? She was new. For that reason, I make some arrangement to have her always in the same hospital with me. That's where we start.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's just been, I think, a real blessing for us. We got connected as a church with Haiti Alive in 2017. And it's just been, I think, a great gift for us to watch not only what God is doing in Haiti, but what God is doing in your family and be connected. And it's a little surreal to all be in the same room. And I think it's just a cool picture of the power of relationship. And so just on behalf of everybody, I can't pass the microphone around the room tonight for everybody, but on behalf of everybody, we are really grateful for your faithfulness in Haiti, your perseverance in Haiti, and for your deep love for that place, because it's a place that we have grown to love very much. And so it's just a great, great gift to be in the room together tonight. Wondering, there's people in the room who know a lot about Haiti, and there's people in the room who would struggle to find it on a map. And so I'm wondering if you could just talk a little bit about what life is like in Haiti, what some of the challenges have been historically, but then also speak to some of the challenges that Haiti finds itself in the middle of now, and we can just kind of go back and forth and sharing different things. I think that would be helpful just to provide a little bit of context for tonight.
Okay. We can say that Haiti is a little country, so a little poor country to start. And in Haiti, Haitian people I can say, we are a resilient people, because Haiti, it's very difficult. Life is very difficult over there, and there are places where people are really in need. By example, in the Saint-Lagonav, you have streets where people are... Comment dire más o menos? There are places where people are able to have food on their table every day, but there are places in the Saint-Lagonav where some people can spend 3 or 4 days without having nothing to eat. So it's very difficult. And it's very difficult to have access to healthcare, to school, in some places, of course, especially in Lagonav, where the island where IT Alive got its ministry. So there are places where people have to go more than 2 hours by motorcycle to have access to healthcare, and schools are very far away. And it's very difficult also to have a good education in Haiti. If you don't have money, you can't afford a good education for your kids. And even though of all of that difficulties, the Haitian people is very resilient. We want to live, we smile, we have carnival. So we just learn how to survive in between of those difficult things. So in Haiti, we can say generally, most of the 75% of the population don't have access to food, to good education, to healthcare. So we can say that it's a very difficult country with difficult access to the most basic things. So when you people in here in this church, you are making donation for our ministry, you are making difference in the life of those people. So we are always grateful for all of you have already done for us.
Nathalie was talking about resilient, how those people, how Haitians are resilient. Let me tell you a story. At the end of April, you know, I hope all you know about the village Haiti Alive just built on Lagonav. For now, we have 57 houses. In one of those women, I went to the village very early in the morning, like about 6:30, because I had some paper to take on the office. And everyone, they still sleeping, but I find one of those women in the main gate very early in the morning, and she was smiling. And I said, "What's going on? Why you're so happy? It's 6 in the morning." And she said, 2 months ago, I didn't have a place to sleep, to stay with my kids. So it's just unbelievable. And today, it's 6 in the morning. I feel free to wake up, to stay out, and my kids are still sleeping. It's a way to say how happy she is because she was able to find a place to stay, a place to live with their kids. So I know many of you give your support to Haiti, especially for the village. So in their name, I want to say thank you again to you for your support to Haiti, for your prayers, because we need prayer in Haiti right now. Also, it's very difficult if you are in Haiti right now and you want to go out, to come to the state or to go to Port-au-Prince or other places, because everywhere we have a gang, they have control on this part of the territory. Last month I was in Lagonave and tried to go to Saint Mark. One of them, they catch me for just 10 minutes, thanks to God. Because when we get to the boat dock, two men were waiting for me with gun. They start asking you, who are you, where are you going, why are you here? Sometimes they just keep the people and call the family to ask money. Thanks to God, they just leave, let me go free, and I'm here right now. But in the moment where I'm here, one of my friends is one of the doctors who work with us at the clinic. They just kidnapped her mom last night. And also a friend who worked at the school with us, Friday, he got a shot on the leg in Port-au-Prince, and right now he is in the hospital. He already got 2 surgeries to fix his leg because it's like it break one of the bones. I don't know what happened, but it's very, very difficult. A lot of bad things are going on in Haiti right now. So I need your prayer. Pray for Haiti, and God can change everything.
Yeah, one of the things as you talk about the resilient people of Haiti, one of the reasons why that resiliency has been forced upon them is the turmoil that has happened in the government structure. And so even as you share about Port-au-Prince and different gangs controlling different areas of the city, and just all of the turmoil that comes when that's going on, can you share with us a little bit about why that's happening, why gangs are controlling certain areas of the city, maybe some of the background of what the governmental structure, political environment looks like, just to help us better understand and have a picture for the background of that?
2 years ago, the president got killed in Haiti. 2 years ago, I think, yeah, it was in 2021. Yeah. So since that day, before that, it was very difficult, but after the president got killed, it's getting worse in Haiti. It's difficult to know who you can trust or know in this moment. Even you see a policeman, he can be someone who working with the gang leader or working for the gang leader. That's making more easy for the gangs to get control because they are inside the police too. It's the reason UN, United Nations is trying to send a force to Haiti. They should be there next week, sending some troops to help, because we lost a lot of good policemen too. Some of them just leave the country. They are talking about 10,000 policemen leave the country for the last 2 years. Yeah, that's getting crazy. For now, if you want to go if I have to go to leave Lagonave to go to Port-au-Prince, we have to cross 3 different points, and we have to pay 3 different groups of gangs. That's the only way. If you can just get come and they say you're gonna pay, or they just keep you and call your family to send money. Yeah, but I don't know how I can explain that, but it's very, very difficult.
I can add that in a country where there's no job, I mean, most of the population is jobless, so young men wanting, with good, I mean, not good, bad ambition, who want to have money, to live well, so they just get in the gang, so to be able to kidnap people. And so I think the main problem is because we don't have a government who structures things in the country. So we don't have access to good education. The young men and women are not working because there are no jobs to do. And all of this can contribute to the expansion of the gangs in our territory. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really helpful just to have some context, because we have heard about the dynamic of what's happening in Port-au-Prince and how it's impacting Loganov. And for a long time, you could be in a place where you can say, well, that's happening in Port-au-Prince, but Loganov isn't experiencing that. And now that has even shifted, where the things that are being experienced in Port-au-Prince are finding their way into Loganov. And so as a community, we're praying against that, but it's helpful, I think, to have some, just have a picture of what that looks like. When we talk about Haiti Alive, you might be in the room tonight, and we're talking about Haiti Alive, and some of you may have a real clear understanding of what Haiti Alive is, and you're like, didn't it used to be called Loganov Alive? Yeah, then we went through a name change and all of that. But wanted to spend just a little bit of time talking about the priorities of Haiti Alive, what's happening there, and there's a couple things that we can talk about, and Dr. Williams spoke to it a little bit already, the Women's Village. And so there is a group of homes on the island of Loganov, and we've just been really blessed to have an opportunity in providing those for women and children. And the story that you shared is just an incredible gift in that woman's life. And so that's one of the ways that Haiti Alive is trying to bring health and hope and happiness. And so we have the Women's Village. And in addition to that, we can talk about the school. And so I'm hoping that we could kind of take these kind of one by one, and then we can talk about the clinic and what's going on with the clinic, and then the feeding program. And so if we have time, we may talk about the microloan program too. But it would be great if we could just kind of take those kind of one by one and just have you share what's happening and maybe just some updates about those. And so maybe we want to start with the Women's Village, and just to kind of share what has gone into the Women's Village, what's happening now in the Women's Village, and then we'll just kind of take those pieces as we continue the conversation.
Yeah. I think Mr. Blues has the opportunity to go to Haiti last January, and I think he has a picture about kids in the village. It's like you see Blues in the middle. It's like 100 kids in the right side, 100 kids in the left side. It's just crazy. That's what I'm facing every night. It's a place of joy. That's the first thing you can say. Because they have they have light at night. There's no many places on the island where you can find light at night, where kids can play, where people can sit down. For now, they have a very good connection internet. It's Starlink, I think we just put for them. They got a home, clean water, flush toilet. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. I can say almost 100 messages on my phone, because those women they don't know the sponsors. They know just me and Blues. When they know I'm here, sending message. Because each houses we put a name on the house. Some of them they call me and give me the name on the house. If you see that person, say him thank you. That if you meet them, you have to explain them how they changed my life. Because it's very, very difficult. people, I remember one of those women, you were living in a rented house, and she had to pay $50 a year, not monthly. 50, not only 50, but she can't pay. For the last 2 years, she didn't pay. No money, no work, nothing. She had to wake up every 4 a.m. in the morning to leave the house, close the door, to already meet the owner, because the owner was looking for her to get the money, and she didn't have money to pay. She explained to me, now I can stay, spend the day in my house, nobody gonna come to ask me money or to try to say bad thing to me because I can't pay. And that woman had 8 kids. It was only one home for her and 8 kids. So it's very difficult. The only thing I can say, the only word I can, it's a place of joy. They divided. For the school right now, we just closed this week, last Friday. We have 214 kids at the school. We try to give them food, but sometimes it's very difficult, especially right now. We can't give them food every day, but just twice a week, because food is getting more expensive on the island. It's very difficult to feed 200 kids every day. So it's very, very difficult, but it was a good year, very difficult, but everything was good at the school. For the clinic, we have other doctor. One of them, I was a little worried about that. I don't know if we will be able to open the clinic tomorrow, because the doctor, they just kidnapped her mom last night, and they are asking, I think, $100,000 US. She got only $200 a month as salary. They kidnapped her mom, and they are asking $100,000 US. It's just impossible. But the clinic, for now, we offer health care to people, a lot of them. There is not so many places on the island where someone can go and see a doctor, get medicine for free. For that reason, we are receiving a lot of patients. Sometimes we have to tell them, today we can receive only 15, or try to schedule for the other day. Because when they don't have money, it's very difficult, no work. They are trying to find a place where they can get some health care free. I don't know if you want to add something.
Yeah, about the healthcare. Haitian people, we don't used to go to the doctor like you in the US. It's when we are very, very sick. And in Laguna, yes, we do have very big needs. I mean, the amount of people coming to the clinic prove that they are really in need, because there are a lot of people coming and they are really in need. So sometimes when they can't afford to go to private hospital or private clinic, they come to us in the clinic, and we're trying to do our best. But it's not enough yet, but we are trying to do our best.
Can you talk a little bit about, like, when someone is coming to the clinic, like, what are some of the things that you find yourselves treating on a regular basis, just to give an opportunity for us to have a bit of clarity on what that looks like? It helps us pray, honestly, and support you in that way, to kind of know what the things are we're battling. Because like you said, we go to the clinic for all kinds of reasons. And so just to kind of have some clarity on that, I'd just love to hear a little bit about how God's using the two of you in that way.
Okay, we have a lot of women with vaginal infection, because in Laguna, not all the places have access to clean water. So it's a very big problem, because they don't have access to clean water, so they can't take a good shower and get clean. So we have a lot of women with vaginal infection, and a lot of people too with gastric infection, stomachal? H. pylori. H. pylori, it's an infection, so it can be spread among the people of the same house. And sometimes too, we have kids with skin problem, skin infection, a lot. Because in Laguna, we do have a lot of dust, and a lot of dust, no access to clean water, so you can imagine. Okay, and we do have a lot of patients too with high blood pressure, even young women with high blood pressure. And I remember when I was doing my internship in the main hospital of Laguna, it's Westland Hospital, I was traumatized by two young girls. They died in front of me because of eclampsia. So they spent all the pregnancy without a visit to an hospital. So they came the day they are giving birth, and they came in very bad situation with high blood pressure, seizures, and unfortunately, I'm still traumatized with that event because it was very, very, very sad. Two young women, one 16 and the other one 21 years old, and they died with the baby. So it was very difficult.
William, I'm hoping that you can maybe share a little bit about, you talked about the access to prescription drugs and how that is a need. There's a medicine need. Can you talk about, maybe some of the background about that, why it's so difficult? What are the things that kind of lead to, the problem? We have people coming to the clinic, and if we had more resources to give medicine to these patients that we have, like things would be different. Can you kind of explain how that works in Haiti so that we can have a bit of an understanding of that?
Can you repeat?
Yeah, so just to talk about how, like medicine in Haiti, like how that works. Like in America, pretty easy to get based on what it is, but then in Haiti, that's different. And so in some of our minds, we might not totally understand like how that all works, like why it's so difficult. So if you could explain that, I think that would be helpful too for us.
Yeah. Mostly when people go to a clinic or hospital in Haiti, after they give you a prescription, and you have to go someplace in the pharmacy to buy the medicine. It's like same like here, but not everyone can do that, because to buy the medicine you have to get money, and it's very expensive. For that reason, the clinic, Hello Doctor, we have a group of medicine, because medicine is very expensive everywhere. Like for infection, for fever, for pain, for high blood pressure, for diabetes, there's a group of medicine we have in the clinic, and it's free for them. Sometimes we have to ask them to go to the main hospital if they need a surgery or other thing. Sometimes we work with other doctors, like OB-GYN doctors. We can pay them a little money. They just come to our clinic. It's a way they can help more people, because to see an OB-GYN doctor is very expensive. But if we got a deal with this doctor and he come to our clinic, stay for 1 or 2 days, and can see a lot of people. So at the clinic, it's very difficult to get medicine. Medicine is very expensive. And at the clinic also, we don't have all the medicine we should have. We just have some, and try to do our best and to serve many people as we can.
If we could rewind, I want to come back to the clinic too, but we started talking about the women's village, and one of the questions that might pop up is, who built all those homes? Did you build all those homes? If we could just maybe talk about what that process was. 60 homes is a lot of homes. And so could you talk about that process and who was involved in the construction of those homes?
I think Mr. Blues know more
and if
about
you
the
can,
sponsors.
try to hold the microphone.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Blues know more about the sponsors, but we are very blessed. It was a bless for us to have those houses. I think we spent, it's $11,050 to build each of them. And Mr. Brumer contacted a lot of families. We have a special family. Unfortunately, I can't tell the name. This family helped us a lot with those houses. I think he gave a lot of money to I think the project, it's more than almost $800,000. It's almost $8,000. Some people give part. I can't tell about the sponsors. Bruce knows more about the sponsor. I just received the money and make it happen. That's why. But to select those women who live in the village right now, it was a long, difficult process. Because when they know about the village, we receive 300 requests. And they still come. We have to stop because I know we're going to have only 64 houses, and we already have 300 names. We had to put a board together, and we start taking a look about the name, know more about people. It's like if you live in a house now, you can pay $500, and this woman live in your house and you pay only $50 and can't pay. We say, okay, you need a house, but she got more needs. Some people were very upset about that, but that's all we can do. But for now, for sure, we have 57 families there in the village, and we are sure they were in need when they got. But we still need money to build 7 more houses. There is 7 names on the list waiting for, and we hope one day we will be able to finish. And we still receive a lot of call, a lot of message from other people. They want to know if there is another part, if there is hope, one day they can find a home too. But it was a very amazing project, very good project. Like I said before, it was a blessing to have this project.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks so much for sharing a little bit about that. I think we have one more stool. Do you? Okay.
Oh yeah, we had a group of engineer people who build houses, and we got 10 different workmen in chef. We choose them, we give them a contract, and they hire other people with them to build the houses. And we took only 1 month to build 10 houses. It was very, very fast and quick because we had the money, we have all material, and we let the workers know, if you finish this, we're gonna give you another one. That's the reason they go very fast. They did it very well too. It's well, beautiful, and they go very, very, very fast.
10 houses, 1 month.
Yes.
Yeah, that's incredible. Okay, so thanks for painting a picture of the village. I think that's really, really helpful for us. We've talked about the clinic. Can we talk about the school a little bit? I know that the school year just finished up, but can you talk about what's happening there, what that looks like, how many teachers we have, and just some of the day-to-day dynamics of the school? I know that you shared already that feeding is really difficult because the food's really expensive, and so that's happening less than it has historically, and so that's a big problem that we're facing. But just share a little bit about the school on the island.
Mostly we receive kids from the poorest area on Lagonav at the school. There's a place you call Susaline on Lagonav. Susaline is a place close to the ocean. If you are living in Lagonav, you don't have money to to pay a house. Those families go close to the auction. They just take a piece of the land, for a public land, and they just build something. Most kids we receive kids from those areas, the poor area, poor kids, poor family. That the reason it's very important if we can feed them every day. I remember last month the nurse called me. We also have a clinic at the school. The nurse called me. He let me know at the school we have 3 good days and 2 bad days. I said, well, what does that mean? He said, when we have food at school, every kids are happy. When we don't have school, in the morning they come, they are not happy because they know we don't have food. Sometimes we can receive at the nursing home a lot of kids. They come, they say stomach pain, belly ache because they don't have, because they're hungry. Sometimes we try to bring some bread, peanut butter to give them something. We start a pre-K. It's kindergarten at the school this year. We got only, I think, 30 kids for now. And we had also grade 1 to 9. We have a lot of teachers. For grade 1 and 6, we have 6 teachers, each for one class. But for the grade 7, 8, and 9, it's different. It's different. We have a teacher for English, one for Spanish, one for French. At Haiti Alive, we have, I think, 54 employees for now. Mostly the school. At the school, we have almost 40. For kitchen, it's like someone at the gate, and teachers, and principal office too. We have 2 people. So it was a very good year, but very difficult, especially to feed the kids. And we hope things are gonna get better next year in the country, and we will be able to continue.
So we've talked about the school a little bit. Another one of the priorities of Haiti Alive is the feeding program. And the reality is the food is just really, really expensive. And so in some of the conversations we've been having, we need to find ways to increase funding so that we can buy food, because the likelihood is it would be great if the food got cheaper, but in the reality, that might not happen. And so I'm wondering if you could kind of paint a picture for us of maybe how expensive food used to be and then kind of how it is now, so that we could have an understanding of, even some specifics of what that looks like. And so if you can, I'm not going to put you on the spot to give you a whole history, but if you just kind of paint that picture for us, I think that could be helpful. And then maybe to talk about what we normally feed kids at the school, and just to share a little bit about that, I think that would be great.
Food is very expensive. It's like there's a small bag of rice in Haiti. In Haiti, we mostly eat rice and bean. I don't know if you know that, rice and bean. Sometimes, some places every day. There's a small bag of rice in Haiti. It's, I think, 50 pounds. And in this moment, you need almost $60 for a 50 pound of a bag of rice, not bean, rice. So last month we received $1,500 to give food to people. We had to hide this. It's like, don't let everybody knows if we're gonna give food, or we're gonna get trouble. A lot of people are gonna come and you don't have food to give to all people, because in this moment, not everyone can buy food. Mostly, we have a feeding program for elderly, people over 50. It's like almost 100 elderly. We help when we have money to buy food, and also people at the village right now. I think we have 57 families It's 286 people at the village right now. It's 296 people at the village. About 70 kids, men and women. I have the list. I think Blues have it. So sometimes when we have money to buy food, we buy rice, bean, oil, spaghetti, milk, and we make a bag that can last maybe for a week. And we just give a bag to each family, a bag to each elderly. That's what we do mostly. But in this moment, it's very difficult. We did it, I think, in April. Yeah, it was in May. And I hope this month we will be able to do it again.
Yeah. Thanks for giving us an update on that. One of the questions that might be in the room is like, well, you're not in Haiti right now. And so, Nathalie, could you kind of talk about what you guys have been up to in the States and maybe what some of the rhythms have been since you've been here, what some of the things that your family has been doing and enjoying during your time here?
Okay, I can say that the first months of being here they were very difficult for me because I was here with the baby in my belly, and William and Nathan were not with me, my mother. So I had to leave them in the country, and I was very worried because the gangs were expanding the power. So hoping that they do not reach my city. They do not reach my city because every time they keep a city, they put all the population out of the houses, so they became homeless, kind. So I was very worried. But when finally I can have my firstborn, Nathan, and William here, so I feel less stressful. But I'm still very worried about the situation. And the new government give hope to everyone because we are hoping and praying that they will do something better than their ancestors. So being here, yes, I am safe, but other members of my family, people I know in my church, my patients, they are still in danger over there, back in Haiti. And also I miss my work, I miss my job, I miss my patients. I still have patients calling me, when are you getting back, doctor? We miss you, we miss your job, we miss your smile, everything. So I can say that the first months were difficult, but now things are getting better, and we have hope. Hope it's the most important for me. Hope for better days for Haiti.
Yeah, and a question that kind of goes with that is, what, as you guys talk about, your plan as a family, and what does that look like, and what are some of those? Staying here for a while. Can you speak to that?
Yes. So first, I hope Haiti gonna get better soon, and I can go back. That's my dream. We don't have so many doctors in Haiti. There are a lot of people in need. I think it's more useful to be there than here in the state. It's a very nice country, a lot of food, good internet here. But I think I hope I will be able to get back to Haiti soon. For now, we're gonna stay for a while. I don't know how long I will be able to do that. Nathalie can stay for 2 years. There is a special visa. But for me, it's 6 months. More time I can spend on my visa. So I don't know. We will see what's going on in Haiti. I hope things gonna get better soon, and we'll be able to go back to Haiti.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That just again helps us pray. This is something that we're praying about, and so to know that things in Haiti need to change in order for
it's
you
important to
go
say
back.
too. Nothing. Even I'm not in Haiti right now, but everything is okay for Haiti Alive because we have a board, 7 people. I'm here, but we still have 6 people there. school, village, clinic, everything is okay for this moment.
Natalie, anything else that we haven't talked about that you were hoping that we would talk about? No. Bruce, do you have anything that we should be talking about that we haven't?
Oh, one last thing. One last thing is Happy Father's Day. You forget that. Happy Father's Day to you. I think you are a good father.
Yeah, it's just been such a gift to have you here. Thank you so much for having this conversation with us, giving us just a really powerful picture of what's happening in Haiti. Now, we would love to pray for you and for your family. And so a practice that we have, we would just love to set up some chairs in the center, and then we'd love to just gather around you and pray, spend some time just asking God to do what He alone can do. And then I think you guys are going to stick around a little bit. If people have questions, I don't want them to be bombarded, but I would love, one by one in an ordered way, come and meet them. These are incredible people who are doing incredible work in a really difficult place. And we are grateful to be brothers and sisters with you. Partners in what God is doing in you and in Haiti. And so if you could just kind of come from where you're seated and just gather around these people, we would love that. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, please have a seat. All right, if you come closer, everybody, we would love to pray a prayer of blessing. Bruce, I'm going to pray, but I'd love for you to pray as well. Lord God, I thank you so much for this precious family. I thank you for the work that you are doing in them and through them. God, I thank you for their perseverance and for their strength, for their trust in you and their desire to love and serve the people of Haiti. God, thank you for your goodness to them, for your protection. God, we pray a few specific things. We pray that you would bring peace to a place that is filled with a lot of turmoil right now, that you would establish leaders that would seek to, as Natalie put it, do something different than their ancestors. And so we serve a God who does new things. And so, God, we ask that you would do a new thing in that place, in those leaders, to bring peace to a place in turmoil. And God, we also pray for provision. God, the fact is, food is really difficult to get in that place right now. And so would you provide in a really remarkable way for us to be a part of that changing in Haiti? God, that you would continue to bring to mind the needs that are in that place, and that we might join in Haiti Alive with what's happening there to be part of the provision in that place to bring food to a people that are in desperate need of it. And so, God, we are grateful tonight to gather around these wonderful people. We pray for the teachers at the school and everybody that's involved in that place, investing in these kids, loving these kids, providing for these kids. And so, God, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. We're not really sure what the next step is. And so, God, I pray for clarity for this precious family, that they would know what is next for them, and that there would be a return when it is safe and when it is wise for them to continue ministering to the place that you have called them.
God, I'm grateful for an evening like tonight that lets us know that you're not the God of Invitation Church or the God of Sioux Falls or the God of South Dakota, but you're the God of the entire world. And I'm so grateful for William and Natalie's leadership, grateful for the people who are in Haiti currently who are leading our ministry there while we're not able to lead there in person. We know that we have strong people there who continue to do good work. And I'm so grateful for this church and for the many people in the church who have supported us financially, but more so have supported us with your prayer and your concern, your interest. That means more to me than anything. And so we're grateful for this family, who is one small family in a big world, and know that you are a God of all.
Amen. Thank you so much. I invite you to take a seat. I just wanted to ask if there's anything else that you'd like to say to the group of people that are here, and then we'll have more food, and they're gonna stick around. So I'll kind of give Bruce the last word.
Okay. The only thing I would say is that we are collecting some funds for feeding program. And so if you feel so led, you can go to HaitiAlive.org, or you can give the money through the church. We're really trying to send money at least once a month or twice a month because it really is desperate time. Like William was talking about, we have to hide our giveaways now. We used to be able to identify the elderly, or we'd give people numbers and they would come, and last time we almost had a riot. And if I was hungry, I would be there too, and I would be in line. So we are collecting some funds. We're trying to use those funds. Right now, the biggest need that we have is feeding the people. And so we're trying to do that at least once a month, hopefully twice a month. School is out, so it's a little quieter in the summer. And so we do have more opportunity for special classes. We're starting a new class on sewing. We have some women that are learning how to sew. They all actually sew our uniforms. We had kind of a neat program where it was a beauty school, and they were doing nails. And if you look on Facebook, I mean, they were practicing on the women in the women's village. The women in the village were excited because they got their nails done. So just simple things like that. The last thing I'll say is one of the really neat programs we started a couple years ago is a micro loan program. And we've been giving small loans to women so they can develop their own business and they can feed their own families. And so part of what our responsibility, I think, is providing funds, and part of our responsibility is teaching them how to fish and teaching them how to support their own families. And so William has done a really great job of coordinating the construction, coordinating the microloan program. We have water distribution, we have clinics, feeding programs. He is a remarkable man. And so take some time to ask questions to them. And if you feel led, please, we'll use your donations well. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Invitation Church podcast. I want to encourage you to take the message that you just heard and receive every part of it. Every promise from God, every declaration of His great love for you, every word of hope, every reminder that you have been made for more. Allow what you've heard to take root in your soul, to allow Jesus to do the deep work that only He can do. I also want to encourage you to be part of what we are doing here at Invitation as we invite people to live the way of Jesus. Go to the app and become a regular giver, an investor in the story that God is writing in this place. Also, if you found the message meaningful, we'd love to have you share it with someone else as you partner with us in carrying the message beyond the walls of the church. I want to thank you for being here with us.